Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We are going to dive in. This will be for the 30th to the 6th of July. So let's dive in. I've been saying to everybody, these are going to be quickies because by the time you're watching this, I will be on a surf retreat, which means I'm recording this just a little bit in advance. And I have all 12 signs to do today. And I also then need to leave and pack and everything. So it's a little bit more quicker. If you can't keep up with my super fast talking, then there is a lovely little setting somewhere down here on YouTube where you can slow me down. Okay, so there's no worries about that, but the messages will still be just as powerful and amazing. So let's begin. All right, my angels, I'm just going to get us to do a deep breath. Okay, now I was seeing a lot of things during that, excuse me. It's kind of like I was seeing I heard swimming pool, and then I saw the 10 of cups, so like happy family. I also was seeing a little bit of the 5 of cups, a little bit of disappointment there, but it's okay, don't dwell on it. Like I was just seeing a lot of things. So those are ones that were, I also heard monk and then chipmunk, so I don't know if that's significant, but anyway, let's dive into our spread, my gorgeous angels. Let's see what's going on for you. So spirit guides, what's going on for Sagittarius? Orphaned energy. Guys, let's not do that. So number 5 being here is very important because it does represent that something here needs to change. Orphaned energy is a sense of loneliness, abandonment. This could usually be from conditioned like beliefs because of events that you've been through, like am I not good enough, or am I not worthy enough to have XYZ. We're going to figure it out. Because it's orphaned, it's like feeling left out, right? Feeling like you don't have a support system around you, or again, feeling a bit lonely at times. With this card, it's projected inwards though, right? So it's allowing situations to determine your worth. And that's something I want you to change here. Can't control the situations, right? Can't control people stay in your life or treat you well. Can't control that. You can control how you deal with it. So that's the one thing they want you to pull your power back, Sagittarius, to not internalize failure or abandonment. It's not your fault. It's not anything to do with you. Can we learn from it? Sure. But I feel like you're blaming yourself for it, feeling like, oh, I'm not good enough. But I get a lot of messages about that. Like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not good enough? And it's like, it's nothing to do with you, ever. Of course, there's always things that we can learn and grow within ourselves and change. Remember, number 5. But it's never like a fault. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, if someone doesn't align with you, that's fine. Can you learn and grow from it? Sure, but not all the time, right? It's not always your fault. So that's always why that's something I want to say to you when this card comes in. Because this card is a bit of like having gone through a tower moment. So some of you may have been through separation or losing something of some kind, but let's see. Could just be difficult feelings coming up and some sadness. What is going on for Sagittarius? Please, Spirit, what's something important they need to know about this week? Seeing a crystal ball. Who's got that? Adjacent pots. Here we go. If something doesn't work out, if something doesn't go the way that you want, just know there is always another way. Okay? Don't accept defeat too quickly in a situation. It just feels like Spirit saying there's so many ways that this could go. Don't just sit here and just accept failure. I'm going to figure out what that is. Let's dive into your energies. Adjacent. So if something doesn't work out, there's something else out there. Remember that. It's unlimited doors for you. If something is closed, which we're seeing one closed, there's about a bazillion doors that are open. Okay? Right. What's the energy of Sagittarius during this week? What is the energy of Sagittarius during this week? Temperance. Well, isn't that just dandy? This was your card in your near future last week, so it looks like you're embodying that. So Temperance is all about taking a pit stop. So it does feel like it's a good time to build more harmony in your life. So because you're showing up in your energy, I quite like that. I think you're trying to balance your feelings at this time with potentially your desires, right? And I wonder if I said that last week, I think for you, where it's like you're trying to balance it too, because emotionally there is lack here. There's this feeling of not being good enough, or, you know, that kind of stuff. But then you have your desires of what you want. So don't allow your emotions to take over. try to find a balance between the two, or even use these feelings and use the desires to actually even like transform you even more. I'm just going to close the window because there's some construction work right now. Okay, let's look into the rest of your cards. We'll clarify where we feel is necessary, but this is my kind of a pit stop. You need to make sure you build harmony in yourself before you move forward. Don't keep pushing at this stage. Okay, you need to regain your energy back again after this feeling. Let's see what else. You could be purging at this time as well, in which case understand that this is just a purging. These are old feelings coming back out, so don't identify with them. Let's see, what is the energy of this week? Don't you love how they come out? Page of Swords, triggered energy. Yep, for sure. And how is Sagittarius showing up in the near future? Two of Wands. And I like that because it does suggest change, right? It's about picking a new path, okay? And having a choice about where you want to go moving forward. So that's nice. There's some movement here. But the Page of Swords is good in a way. Be curious. The energy of this week is all about your curiosity. And again, your triggers can be helpful because this card is all about seeking information, being a bit of a detective at times, and like really deep research. It can also be triggered energy for sure, which I do see already, but I feel like your triggered energy could actually make you look for something more. So try to use it in that way. I'm going to clarify though. Why is the Temperance card in Sagittarius energy? Queen of Cups, okay. Balancing your feelings like I was saying. Treating yourself kindly, I want to say that too, because the Queen of Cups, maybe you're more sensitive at this time because of this orphaned energy. Can I clarify the orphaned energy? Wheel of Fortune. Maybe a stroke of bad luck is what it feels like here, because when we have orphaned energy, wounds, abandonment, Wheel of Fortune, it does say this will change. I've been saying that, but I feel like why this is here is because you feel like you've had some bad luck. So Queen of Cups, it's okay to cry it out, right? Things are changing, which we have said, number 5. It's time to focus on your feelings, on your heart space, okay? And one more for Temperance. Page of Cups, focusing on your heart space, right? Maybe you had some difficult news in the past, but this is really prioritizing your inner child as well. And that can be where these feelings are coming from, like I've been saying. Okay, so let's then look at the page. So, okay, so you're dealing with some childlike feelings. Like, I don't know why I want to call it that because it's the Page of Cups. They can be more overwhelming when you're in the Page of Cups. Can be more like hard to deal with. So the fact that the Queen of Cups came on top of adjacent possibilities whilst you're doing this healing journey of yours, okay, like purging and understanding yourself and taking a pit stop and allowing yourself to build harmony, forgiveness, or release in your life, harmony mainly, and balance. I feel like you're going to gain a lot more emotional maturity that's going to help you allow yourself to see that there are other doors. Okay, Page of Swords. Energy of the week, please. Why is this here? The 9 of Wands. Yeah, Wounded Warrior. I told you you're triggered. Something's triggering you. The Fool card being there, wanting to take a leap of faith. Which in a way, don't be reckless. Very important. But if you are using this energy to better your life, then again, it's a good thing. Like being curious, like I've had enough. 9 of Wands is a bit of a Wounded Warrior. Haven't gone through a war, some difficult time. The Page of Swords look so like scary here, or vengeful here. So I wonder if that's going on here. Why is the Page of Swords the energy of the week? The Lovers. So yeah, making quite major choices. Now, of course, it could be a bit triggered in terms of love and connections. All right, feeling a bit hurt here, wounded here. Again, there are adjacent possibilities of people you can choose. By the way, if something doesn't work out, it's not for you. That's just simple as that. It's not your fault. It's just not the right thing. So why is the Page of Swords here? One more for this energy. 8 of Wands. So go and find the thing that is right for you. That's what it is about, because the Eight of Wands is all about moving in the right direction. So again, don't go backwards, just move forward. Make decisions, change things up if they're still hurting you, right? It's a very important sign that something needs to heal or change. And once you decide to do that and make important decisions and choices, I do feel like you're going to start moving in the right direction. So use your energy wisely. Where are you focusing on? I think that's a question to ask yourself during this week. What am I focusing on right now? Is this more personalizing? What's the word? Is this internalizing, or am I actually growing and learning and all that stuff. Anyway, Two of Wands, why is this in the near future of Sagittarius, their energy? One more. Wow, well, definitely love that. Judgment being here, truth, clarity, surrender, release. This is absolutely the beginning of transformation. Justice, all right, making a decision from your truth, from your clarity, maybe even a new contract coming up for you, for sure, for some of you, in terms of work or finances or a new stream of income. Okay, so if something didn't work out, don't you worry. Okay, but you do have a choice, and it is about growth. So things are going to get clearer for you, for sure. And again, justice is about bringing balance into your life and a fresh new start. All right, something more solid and something more grounded, but really does look like a work opportunity coming up or a financial opportunity coming up for some of you. So that's pretty cool. What is the recent past? Energy of the recent past, Two of Pentacles, balancing things, juggling things, multitasking, being very busy. Why is this here in the recent past? Nine of Swords, been some worries. So going back and forth on some. Four of Cups is interesting. What is the Two of Pentacles representing here? Page of Wands. Could be gossip. Page of Wands does look like an announcement. I feel like you get sparks, which is such a Sagittarius thing, by the way, like sparks of inspo. But then I feel like your fears dampen your spirits and trick you out of doing something, because the Four of Cups is like a comfort zone at times. It's like feeling bored or jaded, or even in this case, I think it makes you a bit hurt or too tired to pursue something. That's what I'm getting from this energy. And you hold back. Both of these are like arms folded. I'm not budging here. I'm happy with what I got. Even though you're not. Nine of Swords. Okay. And can I see the challenges for this week? Judgment. So look at that. It's blowing the trumpet on this truth over here, which is the fact that there are adjacent possibilities. Okay. All right, my angels. So I feel like because the Orphaned card and defeat can sometimes become our identity in a way where it's like, why me? Like, this is never going to happen for me. Like, that kind of way of talking may not be for everyone, but you might catch yourself doing it this week. Judgment is like, focus on this. Okay, if it's not my thing, there's always something else. That can be your motto. I always say, either way, I will succeed. That was a motto that got me through some really challenging times in life. Because I said to myself, like, I know I'm going to have the life I want to live. If I will fight tooth and nail to have the life that I desire, you know, to even if things come up along the way that I can't control, either way, I will have it, right? It's just that kind of vibe. So Judgment here, blowing its trumpet, clarity, all right, and leveling up on this. Your challenge is to see the truth, all right, and to listen to this spirit world's calling that there is other possibilities out there for you. I'm hearing, don't you dare give up. Don't you dare. So whose spirit guide is saying that? I'm hearing, dust yourself off and try again. Na, 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 na. I'm seeing an angry bird. Why? What is that about? Okay. Anyway, next challenge this week. The moon. Told ya. I say I told you. I don't know why I said that to you. The moon. Hidden things. Sometimes this is about our feelings can be so overwhelming and drowning that we don't see clearly. And that's exactly the Orphaned energy. It's an emotional purging that's necessary. The challenge is to feel it if you want to heal it. Okay, let's clarify the moon. High Priestess. Something's blocking your intuition. All these feelings, all these fears, all these distortions at times. Again, when we have all these feelings, they can really make us feel like this is the end of the world. You know, it can become like that, but it's not. The High Priestess, tap into the divine. Okay, what's the challenge with the moon? Disappointments. I did say that. And the devil being there is definitely about fears, attachments, low vibrational energy, anger, all that kind of stuff. Three of Wands, it's like you've been waiting, you've been feeling disappointed, and you know, the Six of Wands clearly is the success that you dream of for yourself, coming out the battle successfully. We're gonna look at the advice in a second, but yeah, that's what that is. And let's look at the Judgment card. Why is this in the challenge position? Knight of Cups, overcoming those feelings. Dabbling in them, right? The Knight of Cups is filling up your cup here in that water. So understanding your feelings is going to be important. wearing your heart on your sleeve here. Why is Judgment here? Is that the moon again? No, the star. Healing. It's definitely about emotional healing. It's a time to purge it out. Okay, speak to a professional if that's how you need to do it. All right. Because it really is deep soul purging. Yeah, so that you can have success, happiness, and more gratitude and more control. Okay, we love it. And let's see what your advice is. What is the advice for Sagittarius this week? 3 of Wands. Your advice, especially with the Temperance, is definitely a card of patience, because Judgment is coming through. Like, everything will be cleared up. Everything will be understood. Everything will be made clear. Spirit will blow its trumpet. But for now, they want you to really work on yourself and your healing, remember. So let's see. I'll clarify that. What else is the advice from Spirit? 4 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Pentacles here. I'm getting this sense here with, like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. There is adjacent possibilities out there. Like, there's not one way to have the success that you're looking for, the dreams and goals that you're looking for. There are so many. And not all these doors are right for you, okay? So that's why it's saying don't just go all into something. I feel like it's about not putting your eggs in one basket, okay? And opening up to adjacent possibilities. Don't be stubborn. Let's see. Why is the 3 of Wands the advice? They want you to turn this energy around. Like I said, being curious and stuff is great, but when there are triggers here, and as I said, a bit of revenge or a little bit of anger coming through, that you can use that to transform you if you dive deeper into it. But this is really about healing those triggers that are coming up this week. Okay, so the 3 of Wands is like you're waiting for a savior, or you're waiting for that ship to come in, but Spirit says right now, be patient, that's coming. But they really want you to focus on your feelings, okay? Because nothing's going to change until we sort that out. 4 of Pentacles, the Chariot. Absolutely. This is about coming outside your comfort zone and chasing your dreams. Love that. Okay. That is literally either way I will succeed. The Chariot is going on a journey, and there's no way of telling what challenges are going to cross his path. It might be a tree in the road that you might have to move along the way, or you might have to take a different path. Regardless, the goal is the goal, and he's so determined that he's going to get there anyways, no matter what the challenges pose. So that's, remember what they were saying here. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, but definitely have your eyes on the prize. Anything else about that energy? 7 of Wands. Despite how things look, you will have success. Anything else? As advice for Pentacles, Justice. Bringing back balance here, especially because this is jumping with the Temperance and 2 of Pentacles, all about balance and justice. Getting your due diligence. Okay, near future for you. What's the near future? Energy of the near future for Sagittarius. It's that Knight of Swords. So, King of Cups being there also feels like emotional maturity. Love that. Determination and kind of like, I hear the fight for life. What does that mean? Eagle is there, which again, you're able to see things more clearly. Spirit's helping you there. Knight of Swords is determined. And again, truth coming through. Things are definitely clearer for you in the near future. Can I clarify, why is this a near future card? Justice again. Oh, this is being so determined. I'm going to get what I desire in life. I'm going to get my justice. Okay, if it's in terms of legal situations, again, some of you may have had some hard times around that, but this is, again, justice, all right, and truth. Anything else for the Knight of Swords in the near future? King of Cups again, that Devil being there, I believe, and the 6 of Cups. Healing and nurturing yourself from your past, okay? This could be good for some of you. This may be someone that you have children with that you could be healing from with the Devil. This was a bit of a toxic connection, or if there's any fears in regards to love, I think that could be balanced out. But the main message I get from this is that you guys are actually healing from that Devil energy, from a toxic connection with someone. Doesn't have to be love. Empress could be a mother figure or anything that kind of challenged your self-worth. Okay, 6 of Cups, past energy, nostalgia. King of Cups is you balancing your feelings and emotions for sure about your past, most likely, and gaining justice over everything that you've been through for sure. Okay, because King of Cups is here too. Okay, So, my angels, that is what I have for you. These are just quickies, even though I'm here for 20 minutes. But anyway, I wish you guys all the best. Let me know in the comments how it resonates with you, and if it did. And if you feel called to, make sure you guys like and subscribe. But aside from all of that, I guess I will see you guys next time. All right.